This week, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series races back to Michigan International Speedway for the Pure Michigan 400. Michigan is the fastest track in NASCAR, making it a fan and driver favorite alike. In 2016, another fan favorite, Kyle Larson, picked up his first ever win, opting to ride his signature high line for nearly the entire race. Can he do it again today? It's time to find out.
What is up, everybody? Eddie Soundhead back again with another episode of NASCAR Heat 2 Career, and today we are here at Michigan National Speedway. Hey, did you guys notice my home track? I know I say it every time. Back in Michigan once again for the Pure Michigan 400. This is the race that I usually attend in real life during the real life season. So obviously it would be very cool to win this race today. I am using a setup, unlike last week at Sonoma, or last episode, I guess, at Sonoma. I am actually using a setup this week, and it's a pretty good one. I did qualify. I qualified 38th, so while the qualifying was abysmal, it's not actually reflective of how good the setup is. As you'll see, it's pretty much, you don't even have to let off the throttle unless you want to, and I do like to, just to keep it kind of manageable as I'm making some contact here. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a clogged throat this morning, but so you basically just get on the outside of these guys. Man, my throat is killing me right now. Excuse me. But we're back in here behind Almirola. See, the setup is really good, even though qualifying didn't really show it. As you can see, we're going to just pass this entire pack on the outside. And I run a very realistic line around Michigan here. If you go back and you watch the actual video that I took, I guess you call it a vlog, although it's really not a vlog. It's more of just a... Well, it's a from the stands video. I don't really know what you would describe that as. It's a trip to. So a trip to MIS 2017 was probably the better one. Check that one out. You'll see that all the cars basically run that sort of middle of the track. And then they run up to the wall on the back stretch and on the front stretch. And into corners they run right about maybe a lane lower than where I am right now. Kind of right here is where they would usually run. Right on that little, right where the track is, that black rubbery. So that's basically what I'm trying to replicate. The setup makes that even easier to do. And we've already made our way up to 8th. We're already in the points, so not bad at all. The more wins we have, the better off we are. So if we can get it done here today, I'd be very happy about that. And this is actually some pretty good racing so far, getting up through these guys, cutting through them like butter. So I might leave all this in. Truex got way loose, had to get up high out of the groove and out of the gas. Now you'll see this right here, that we don't really stand a chance on the straightaways, and you'll see, yep, they're going to start right now. They're going to pull away from me here. But once we get to this corner, I can just sail it on the outside and get by a couple of cars each corner. And hopefully by the end of this stage, we got about a lap and a half until the stage is actually over. And hopefully we can get up there. I think Chase Elliott is leading, so it would be nice to pass him and get a stage win. And it looks like we got a pretty good shot at it right here. We're going to send it in. We got a little bit of loose on the beginning of the exit there. Side by side. Last lap of the stage underway. Kurt Busch is hanging tough on the inside, but I think we're going to get him right here. Let off a little bit just so I can get that arch down, and we do. We'll clear Chase Elliott, take the lead onto the backstretch here. So, yeah, this setup is going to make it a lot nicer for us to get this season done in this race, I guess you would say, because usually we'd be stuck somewhere in the high teens because of how slow the car is, but because it makes the cornering a little bit easier, it gets us more of an advantage. We can actually compete and win stages like we are right now. So that is a good start to this race. Hopefully we can keep it up. All right, starting on the inside. Not the ideal situation, actually, because this is probably the one track where with this setup I'd like to start on the outside, but it is what it is, because they're going to beat the crap out of me on the restart, because they gain speed a lot faster than we do for whatever reason. But about a lap in is when we'll start to kick it back up, so not a big deal. As long as we just keep it up here towards the front. Truex is going to be on our outside. That's not good. Especially if he's going to be on our outside, he's going to try and shove us down. So I'm going to try and get here on the apron. Oh, I'm getting loose. Okay, I'm good. Oh, Truex pushed me back down onto the apron. Wow, and I actually saved it. All right. I'm losing a ton of spots. Oh, I'm not going to pull up in front of Casey. That's a wreck. That's just asking for a crash. I'm going to pull up on you, Denny. Sorry. So I'll kind of throw it to the outside here if I can. Get around these guys. Hopefully Boyer doesn't actually, I got too loose. I'm not even going to get to Boyer, so it don't even matter. So stay in the draft here. Kane is going to shove me a little high. I'm scraping that wall. But we're going to get that outside lane run. Not bad at all here. Got Newman in front of us. Get a little bit of draft off of him. Not much. Get some off of Matt Kenseth in front of us. That outside lane again here. Jimmy Johnson's driving that beautiful car. I love that car. And Jimmy, what he did, I was sitting in the grandstands for practice on the day of the truck race at Michigan, and he actually crashed that. Oh, no. Okay. Well, there goes our momentum. All right, we're starting to get back to these guys now. So, anyway, as I was saying about this beautiful Jimmy Johnson car, this beautiful blue Jimmy Johnson Foundation car, he crashed it during practice, and actually, if you go back and watch that Trip to MIS 2017 video, I have the video of him kind of limping the car to the garage, or well, I guess to pit road because I was in the grandstands. But race is half over, 2 laps left in this stage, 3 wide on the outside here, and we'll get, looks like, to the lead with that one, and we will. Not really clear Kurt Busch. He's still going to be there. But looks like we will. I don't know. He's putting up a fight on our inside. But we'll get him going into this corner. And that'll pretty much do it for stage 2 with that one. Just got to hold on for the last lap or so. And coming to the line here, we will win stage 2. Another playoff point as well as 10 regular season points. Alrighty, getting ready. Start on the inside again. Too bad I wish we could choose which lane we start on, because you can obviously do that in real life. I'd love to be able to choose to be able to start on the inside or outside lane. If you're obviously the leader, you get that choice. So maybe I'd put that in the next game. If I were 704. Oh God, no, please, okay. I'm so sorry, Joey. Oh, the whole race just flashed before my eyes just now. That was scary. We lost some more momentum. Those restarts are treacherous, man. They don't give you a break. 3 wide on the outside again. And this is not going to be an easy one. We're going to get that run. I'm going to kind of cut off Harvick. But once we get to the corners, it's pretty much smooth sailing as we get by as many cars as we can, meaning that we don't have to let off the gas nearly as much as they do. So really a nice setup that we have here, and it's a setup that I found online, and then I tweaked it a little bit because it was really loose. And a lot of the setups you find are for a wheel, and I get asked this every now and then. People ask me if I use a wheel or a controller. I just use a controller as we take the lead here at Michigan with a handful of laps to go now, so we'll just have to hang on to this lead. And that'll about do it there out of the final corners. Down the front stretch for the final time. All the grandstands going crazy because the hometown kid is going to win the race. How about that? So there you go. That is my second win here at Michigan, I believe, in the Cup Series, because we did win one of the hot seat races on fuel strategy. So there you go. Not bad here at Michigan International Speedway. Alrighty there. Take both stages and the race win. So very nicely done. $231,000 for the first place, plus a $100,000 check. 4th in points. 58 playoff points. Ridiculous. But also deserved a very nice looking trophy with the state of Michigan on it. I like that very much. and we'll take it and we'll head back to the shop. So another couple of check marks on the incentive contract. Kyle Larson says with 5 more wins, you'll be at 50 wins. Wow. That's one heck of a milestone. And 10 wins in a season as well. Is it 10 wins in a season? I guess it is, yeah. So very nicely done there. Seems like all of our wins have come in the last couple of races, but... And, oh, man, we're probably going to have another one with Bristol up next. So there you go. That ought to be a good race, too. So... Thank you, everybody, for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.